Garion, you can get Vladdy Jr. Against Gray for 5,900.
Yes.
Don't hate it. Anytime you can fit Vlad into a lineup, go ahead. But I think my number one target is Ozzie Albies for this particular slate. Albies was so good against left-handed pitching last season, had a 144 WRC plus. All of his power comes as a right-handed hitter, a 262 ISO last season. He's going up against a lefty who is making his third career start. I just think this is such a Braves-centric matchup. There's a reason they are tied for the highest implied team total on this 5-game slate. I think Albies is just going to be in a really good spot tonight. And again, you really just want to be using him when he's going up against a southpaw.
Erik, which hitter over 5K are you targeting?
It is definitely Albies at number one. Just to reiterate how much better he is against lefties. Career 947 OPS versus them versus 751 for righties. So almost 200 points, and it was basically that same mark last year. He makes a lot more contact and hits the ball harder. So definitely get in on Albies whenever you're facing a southpaw. Raver San Martin, not at all scary. I also like Jared Walsh, to throw another name out there, at 5,200. Platoon advantage against Jake Odorizzi. Definitely not a particularly scary pitcher on this slate. Walsh, I think he's for real. He emerged in that short 2020 season and basically backed it up over a full season last year. 29 homers, hit 277. Barrels the ball well. A little bit of a strikeout problem, but not too bad. He's not necessarily an elite first baseman, and I wouldn't necessarily pay quite this much for him against a better starter, but given the matchup here, I think he's very much worth a good portion of your budget.